Number 13, we want to find the difference quotient of this expression. Then they give a hint. It says to rationalize the numerator. Now normally we rationalize the denominator, but this time they want us to rationalize the numerator. So we're going to rationalize the numerator. The function that we're given is the square root of x minus 15. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. We have this f x plus h minus f of x all divided by h. Alright, so same concept. We're going to plug in x plus h, and then we're going to subtract the original, divide by h. So taking this, we're going to do square root, and then we're going to have x plus h in the place of x, and then minus 15. Then we're going to subtract the original, minus the square root of x minus 15, all divided by h. Now, not so simple to see the slope, because this isn't slope-intercept form, but when we rationalize the numerator, we will see it. Alright, so how do we do that? Remember, we have to multiply by what we call the complex conjugate. So we're going to multiply by these two terms, but we're going to change the middle to a plus. We're going to do that on the top and the bottom. Alright, so we're going to have the square root. I'm going to rewrite this part first. So I'm bringing this part, wrapping it around here. We got the square root of x plus h minus 15, and then minus the square root of x minus 15, all divided by h. And then when we rationalize, we have to multiply by the conjugate, which is going to be square root x plus h minus 15, and then plus the square root of x minus 15. On the bottom, same thing. Square root x plus h minus 15, and then plus square root x minus 15. Alright, so we're multiplying these two terms together. Now, what you want to notice is on the top, okay, this is a difference of squares. So your end result is going to be this term squared minus this term squared. When you square a square root, it gets rid of it. Okay, so on the top, the short of it is this term is going to get rid of the square root, so it's going to be x plus h minus 15. And then you're going to have minus, is going to be x minus 15. That is the long and short of it. When you do difference of squares, that's how this always works. This still should be in parentheses, so that negative is going to distribute through. On the bottom, we're going to leave it just as it is. We're not going to change anything. We're going to leave it all together. Square root of x plus h minus 15. Problem is already messy enough. We don't want to make it even more messy. Square root of x minus 15. I think we can leave that like that. Alright, so we're going to simplify on the top. So I'm going to do quotation marks. That just means the same thing. I'm not going to write that down. But we're going to have x plus h minus 15. Distribute this negative is going to be minus x. Distribute the negative here is going to be plus 15. And as you will notice, positive x, negative 15, positive 15, you're just left with that h. So on the top we have h. On the bottom we still have all of this, h. And then we have square root x plus h minus 15 minus square root minus 15. And then we have h on top and bottom, so we can divide out an h, and that will leave me with a 1 on the top, and all of this, sorry, I can't even see that. So brought this down, we just had h left, so h on the top, brought the rest of it down, and then we can divide out h on top and bottom, and then that leaves us with all of this on the bottom, x plus h minus 15 minus the square root of x minus 15. Alright, so this will be our final answer. Yeah. 1 divided by square root x plus h minus 15, arrow out, and then another square root. Actually, I need a minus in between there, and then x minus 15. Okay, so let me look and make sure. I think I changed it to minus from plus. It should be plus right there. So I've changed my signs on accident. That should be a plus. And dragged over a plus sign. So change this to a plus sign.